All right, so I have some things to say about this whole Nurse Hannah person. I don't know what her last name is. So I did not watch any of her videos, right? Because, like, that's part of the problem with society is that we see really bad people on, like, TikTok or having some sort of platform on social media. Everyone gives them their attention, and guess what? They're getting clout and they're getting money from your attention. So I was watching her videos, especially ones that she has deleted because they did not look good, and especially pertaining her relationship to her toddler son, who I think is like 2 years old in the videos. Um, I was not watching them through her channel, but I was looking at them and I'm pissed off, right? Because like I have a 4 year old, okay, Miss Hannah. If you watch this video, understand that your annoying 2 year old is gonna turn into an annoying 3 year old, and they're gonna be annoying at 4, and they're gonna be annoying at 5. I truly believe that Miss Hannah doesn't want to be a mom. And part of that is based in laziness, right? When she's talking about, I don't want to change his diaper, I don't want to feed him, I don't want to do this. It's like, none of this is computing to me. And I feel like she's making so many excuses for why she doesn't treat her son the way he deserves to be treated. And it pisses me off that she thinks the bare minimum of keeping her son alive is like, you should pat me on the back. That's the bare minimum. Your child did not ask to be born. He did not ask to be in your specific household. He did not ask to have two parents that are just on the sidelines, just barely keeping him alive. And you know what? Toddlers are annoying, but you don't have to have children. You don't have to have them. And I don't know if she's got some sort of postpartum, like, I'm looking at it from that mental health perspective. I'm like, what's wrong with this lady? Like, why is she just so pissed off all the time? And why did she think like making her personality that was just this really pissed off person and a very, like, what is it called, like, just such a negative person? I'm like, why would you choose this, and then you're doing that in front of your child all the time, and then you're wondering why they're negative and they don't want to be around you? Like, children can sense people's vibe, right? Like, they can sense when their parents are unhappy. And yeah, it's a very, very bad and very sad video to see the body language and everything of that little boy, that they don't like there's so much child abuse going on this day and age where it falls back on food and like giving your children food insecurities or pretending that they don't need it as much as you do. And another thing that was kind of weird, she made a video where she admitted, like, oh, I don't think I would be a good stay-at-home mother, like, la la la. I think that Hannah is objectively a very lazy person, and maybe as a nurse she gets away with being lazy at her work, but as a parent it's really tough. Like, it's neglectful, it's abusing, it's abuse to neglect your children out of laziness, to have them, to birth them out of your body, and then be like, I just can't with this one. I just can't feed them today. I can't change their diaper. If they pee, I just won't change it. To me, all of that just stems into laziness. Like, Lord help the patience that this lady's having at her job. But she's objectively a very lazy person, and part of that just falls back on so much. And then on top of that, she's saying like, well, I'm a nurse and my husband works, and they have a really like nice looking home. I don't know, like maybe they got into it at a good price, but you're a nurse. And so for her to always be also making videos, or like in the past, or maybe she deleted them, but she was like, oh, I'm going out to eat and we don't buy my son food. What does he need food for? I'll just give him a piece of bread. What the hell? Like, so you're a nurse and you don't have enough money to buy your kid some food, not even a dollar menu thing? Like, he can't have anything? Oh, well, my car is clean and I can't have him dirtying it up. Then don't be lazy and go home. Don't be lazy and just clean it up after. Like, again, children are children. We can expect them to be messy. We can expect them to be selfish. We can expect them to not give a crap about your clean floor, your clean house. They don't care because they don't know. So to see that she is so impatient and unwilling to understand her child at a 2 year old level, and then on top of that, she's freaking pregnant again, it just boggles my mind. Because if you were doing it the first time around and she was that annoyed with a 2 year old, why would she get pregnant again? So, anyways, watching the video about Nurse Hannah and all this stuff, like, obviously she's getting all this attention, which is a negative thing, but I just think she's a bad person. She's lazy. She needs to reevaluate what kind of a mother she wants to be and what kind of stuff she's going to put online and show others that she likes to do and how she lives her life. Like, she really needs to reevaluate that. Um, and ultimately, at the end of the day, this is why I'm so pro-choice. Because just because you have a child or you have the ability to have children does not mean that you should have them. Because you should actually enjoy going through those growing pains with your child, being the person that is patient and that can teach them, and wait. Like, you have to wait until they can understand things, right? Until you have to give them that 110% patience until they can understand and they can control their emotions, right? And just because you have a child and you keep them alive, that's not enough. It just really isn't. You shouldn't just have children and like, oh, I'm doing my job because they're alive. No.